Eric Daronowski, will be leading the Scouts who choose to on a 325-mile biking, camping trip next month, or I should say next week. Starting on the 29th, they will depart for Pittsburgh, and we hope to see them back in Washington with all their wheels still spinning at, I think it's July 6th. So that's one of our outdoor opportunities. Tom, during his tenure as a Scout, has been involved both with taking troops to Philmont Scout Ranch, going to Sea Base, and I can't tell you how many camporees and other events. But Tom, thank you. John, would you please?
Normally when I get up to speak at an awards ceremony, it's like an Eagle Court of Honor, and I've watched the boy come along for a number of years, and I've got a pretty good history of vignettes. And while I've worked with Tom and I have some of those myself, I thought I'd go behind his back and talk to the sons. And what I got back was fairly amazing. From Chris. I recall him walking into a tent at Camp Olmsted and running back out again as a skunk came out the other side. I don't know if it was Chris, Sean, or my father who came up with a campsite cuisine, but I remember it was legendary. Cornish game hens were a staple meal. Where have they been? I don't remember any in the last 10 years. I remember adults coming by to see what we were eating and being absolutely shocked. Please tell Dad all the alumni of Bigfoot Patrol thank him. And we had a great time and we'll appreciate for all our lives. So Sean, the skunk story was Sean's. I'm sorry I got that out of place. Later in life I joined the Marines and found I was one of the best shooters thanks to all the time my dad spent with me getting me involved in the local shooting league. On a similar note, when I went to the Marine Corps Officer Candidate School and the Basic School, and those of us who are alumni thereof call the Basic School the only black hole above ground. I was way ahead of the other officer candidates and lieutenants in all of my military skills. Backpacking, camping, shooting, wilderness survival, starting fires in the pouring rain, orienteering, you name it. Boy Scouts, Troop 995, and my dad gave me unparalleled preparation for the skills I needed to excel in the Corps. And Drew, and I had two misplaced. Drew's comment was, I don't know if it was Chris, Sean, or my father who came up with their campsite cuisine, but it was legendary. And again, Cornish game hens, you got to come out and start camping again. You know? Pardon me?
It was good eating.
I remember the adults coming by to see what we were eating and being shocked. And for myself, some years ago there was a camporee out at Camp High Road, and there was a severe thunderstorm rolled in during the night with high winds and driving rain. The adults all got out to see if the boys were high and dry, and Tom snatched a tent that was starting to blow away and roll over, and he was holding it down while calling for the scout. Meanwhile, Matt Shea, said scout, was blissfully asleep and unaware inside the tent. Tom, there's not much I can add except thank you. Thank you very much.
Tom, we have something for you. And we had to come up with some words to put on the bottom here. And it's kind of hard to figure out what are the appropriate words for someone who serves so well and so long. And so I started to think about trustworthy. And yeah, especially for a treasurer, that's what we'd like. Helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient. Now, who can comment on that? So I'd like to ask Tom's wife, Florence, to step up here.
Oh,
Florence?
yes.
Obedient?
Well, we didn't put it in the vows. Going either way. But yeah, he usually does what he knows is right when I tell him.
Mrs. Madden, please stay there. We're grateful for the time the town's been able to spend. We're grateful to have had him in the troop. We're grateful for your sons to be able to achieve as they have. Our senior patrol leader has something for you.
Oh, beautiful.
We'd just like to thank you for giving us an honor to be with us in the troop.
I have to leave one last line for all you parents who are putting your scouts through. What Tom used to recommend, and I certainly second it, is when your son gets up to receive that Eagle Award, what he should say is, accepting this on behalf of his parents. I do name.